Hey guys, Adam here from DirectionTrader.com. Let's do today's wrap up and talk about what we see moving forward. Really quiet for the most part today. We had had a couple nice moves early on the in the stock index futures and also in crude, but it has been a very quiet afternoon. As you can see, let me actually put that back, but as you can see over here on our smaller time frame, just lots and lots of sideways slop and chop. Just no follow through just yet on any of these markets. If you just look here, this is a 233 tick chart of the S&P. This has pretty much been the nature of the day. Looky here what we have going on a 15-minute and even a 5-minute chart down here. Just not a lot of activity. So if you've been sitting on your hand all afternoon, ever since about, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 10 to 11 o'clock Central, it's been pretty quiet. So I'd imagine not too much trading has been going on this afternoon. So let's talk about what we see moving forward. Down here, let me blow this chart up. This is a 5-minute here. Let's turn that guy into a daily chart, and now we're good to go. So with this, we came down, we found that support that we talked about a couple weeks ago on these nightly videos. Came right down there, found that support. We did get a bounce. I've been talking the last probably 3, maybe 4 videos, somewhere back in this area, about there being a little bit of a pause in this market. Now, to be honest with you, I really thought we were going to retest maybe these lows. I thought that, we had a nice quick pop to the upside. I thought we could have a nice little pullback and then ultimately resume back to the upside. I never intended on this being a straight V bottom. With the way that today is trading, there's really no sign saying that it's going to head straight up. There's no sign that's saying it's going to pull straight back. Being a very neutral sideways market at this point here, as you see here, this here is going to be the 15-minute chart of the S&P. We have previous day's highs, previous day's lows, and this thing has just stayed right dead in the middle of Friday's range. So no signs at all for us moving forward. So let's go ahead and go back and let's see. All right. We have no signs of us going higher, no signs of us going lower. So let's come into tomorrow. We got about 20 minutes left in the market today. If we open up tomorrow and the market starts to push higher, if we are able to get up above them previous day's highs, I'll probably looking pretty aggressive to the long side, heading up towards them previous swing highs. And if we can open up tomorrow and have any type of sell-off on a 5 or 15-minute chart, means them are my anchor charts. Maybe use like a 1600 tick anchor chart or a 21 range, whatever you guys use for your anchor charts. If you start to see lower highs and lower lows, I'm probably going to start looking for shorting opportunities because I still see this thing being very overextended and just waiting for it to roll over. So any type of move above yesterday's highs, I'll go long. I'll be looking long. Any type of rollover momentum, any type of anchor chart showing me downside opportunity, I'll start looking to the downside tomorrow, avoiding today's lows. Okay? Let's pop over to the Russell real fast. The reason we're not going to dive too far into this because we're thinking the exact same thing, guys. Same type of deal. I'm looking for a little bit of a retrace before ultimately heading higher again to retest these highs. As you can see, this thing has pretty well chopped up and down all year long, and I don't see much change in here, guys. So I do see us getting a little bit of a pop into the end of the year, but at this point, I think it wouldn't be a bad idea if the market could have a little bit of a pullback before ultimately popping higher again. As you do see, we have had nice little pushes to the upside. Just a little bit of setback is all I'm looking for. So I'm not looking for like a 2-week sell-off here. Maybe just 2 or 3 days. Nice little pullback and then possibly to the upside. But if we break above previous day's highs, I will look for the long side opportunities as long as the momentum allows me to tomorrow. But if we have any type of sign of rollover, I'm going to look to short. Okay. And then on crude. Crude's such a crazy market right now, guys. I mean, it's just going loco. But first off, let's go down here to the 15-minute chart. Look at crude. Man, we had some fun trading this morning in crude. Had some nice sell-off here. Once we got down below this previous day's lows, I was pretty excited about the short side opportunities in here. We did not get it to hold. It looked like, hey, you know what, we're going to sell off here, but then all of a sudden, whammy. These markets nowadays are very tricky, so be careful. Anytime you get a breakout on crude, or maybe even the Russell, but mainly crude, be careful of a fake out breakout, because crude is notorious for it. You'll have a resistance in there. All of a sudden, it'll trade right up to it, peek its head up, you'll think you're ready to go long, and then whoop, right back down on it goes. Same way to the upside. It'll do the same thing. That's what it did today. So, moving forward, let's go back and look at the daily chart. You can see we're in this sideways little funk here. I've been talking for, I don't know, probably a few weeks now about a retrace back up to that 21 EMA. I know you guys are so sick, EMA. I know you guys are so sick of hearing that probably, but it's very typical to have a nice retrace back. So we've been extremely extended. I'm just looking for a little pop back up. It's not like I'm looking for this thing to go to the moon. I'm just expecting this market to get a pop up. So when I'm trading intraday, like in a live trading room, any type of momentum shift to the upside on one of my anchor charts, either one, I'm going to start looking for long opportunities in there. Any type of rollover, it's forcing me to look left, usually on a 5 or 15-minute chart, and find that support or resistance that we could retest down in here. So first off, if we get a push to the upside on a 5 or 15-minute chart for me, I'm going to start looking for the long side opportunities again, guys. And any type of roll to the downside, watch out for previous day's low. Trade around that, and you should be fine to the downside, because it has been able to hold down here quite often, as you can see here. It's really struggling to push to the upside at this point. So that's it for today, guys. Pretty quiet day, though, in our room. But was able to get one trade off. But I'm coming into the rest of this week thinking that we should have some pretty good opportunities. As markets have been just kind of sitting here for a little bit now. So it's about decision-making time, and whenever that happens, you want to be involved and engaged in the markets, because they'll move, and they'll move very well. So wish you guys all luck. So if you have any questions, you can always email me, adam@directiontrader.com. If not, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.